we've heard.
Yeah, they charged Brett Hankison with 3 counts of wanton endangerment for shooting into neighbors' apartments. And again, he was outside blindly firing through curtains and couldn't see and shot into 3 other apartments there in the same complex. That's the only thing anybody was charged with. Nobody was charged with the killing of Breonna Taylor. And Miles Cosgrove and Jonathan Magley, got a pass. That grand jury can decide what they want. Again, prosecution charges who they want with what they want, and they wanted to charge Brett Hankison with 3 Class D felonies for shooting into the neighbors' apartments. They didn't charge anybody regarding the death of Breonna Taylor.
So these charges of wanton endangerment in the first degree, 3 counts against Brett Hankison on that did not involve anything to do with Breonna Taylor's apartment.
Correct. It's only for the neighboring apartments. And now he was shooting through Breonna Taylor's apartment, through the windows and the walls, but it was shots that actually went into neighboring apartments that was the basis for the charges.
As you speak, we are looking at a live picture of Jefferson Square there as people who have gathered there are beginning to get the report of the grand jury's report. Steve, what does this tell you? How was this presented to the grand jury? I know you weren't there, but...
Yeah, I mean, they as I said, they didn't want to charge him. It was impossible not to charge Hankison with wanton endangerments. When you just blindly fire into other apartments, there's no way that he could not be charged of those. But they didn't want to charge anybody with the murder of Breonna Taylor. And one of the things that obviously goes into that is, they were acting in self-defense. You are not allowed to blindly fire or wantonly fire a gun and kill a third party. You are only allowed, self-defense only applies to an identifiable target that is shooting at you. And we know for a fact, based on the evidence, that was not Breonna Taylor. And so the other thing about that is, generally speaking, self-defense claims are presented at trial. You get indicted. If you've got a claim of self-defense, you present it to the jury, and the jury decides if there's a reasonable doubt that you acted in self-defense. In this case, they just decided they did and let it go.
Let's bring David James into this conversation. David is